guys? We are back here at Key of Gadsden, Rainbow City, with the Coach Ali Smith Show. Took a couple of weeks off from filming on location because of the weather, but beautiful day outside today. We're here with Coach Smith, coming off a huge region win last week over Tuscaloosa County, and it was homecoming, and the guys stepped up and did what they had to do. Man, give us a little rundown about that game. From the beginning to the.
Well, I tell you this, Tuscaloosa County a lot stronger. They had a week off to get ready, man, and they did a good job. The coaching staff over there did an excellent job. Had their guys ready to go, and man, they played an excellent ball game.
Yeah, they did. They started the game out with an onside kick, and I remember when Coach Ryan Weingarten was at when he was at Auburn a few years ago when they came up here and played you guys. He did the same thing. And,
yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, I said, that's his go-to.
That's his MO, man. And that the frustrating thing about that is that we practiced that all week. We work on it, and then unfortunately, we was able to get one of them later in the ball game. They recovered another one, but hey, fakes, different things like that. You have to be ready for him with those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That second onside kick in the fourth quarter, that was a huge one, and. At that point, I think they had pulled within 5.
Yes.
And they were trying to get in the end zone and score late to win the game, but your defense, they came through.
Yeah, they did an excellent job. And listen, all those guys, I tell them, on that side of the ball, you got a lot of guys that's got an opportunity to play next level football, and they stepped up and rose to the occasion.
Man, they definitely showed that. I defensively, man, I think that was probably one of the best games I've seen from those guys all year. And they played some good games. They played some good games, but that stop on that last drive for Tuscaloosa County was huge.
They did a good job.
Oh yeah. This week, you got another big one coming up against Thompson. A lot of people around the state saying that nobody can beat Thompson, but on Friday nights, you never know what can happen, especially in Region 3.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that game. Kind of what you've seen from those guys and what you've got planned.
Well, as far as with that, you look at, you listen to guys like Michael Jordan and people like that. They tell you, when you talk about the greatest of all times, well, you really can't say about different eras because those guys will never get a chance to play against one another. Mm-hmm. So you really don't know who will win.
Right.
And so that's why you go play the game.
Exactly.
Obviously, everybody works hard. Region 3 is a great region, great football, every Friday night, regardless of who you're playing. And so, when we're getting ready, our kids understand what Thompson have, and but they getting to compete against their peers, and so it's an awesome and exciting time for our coaching staff to coach and our players to get ready to go and play. So we're just trying to play mistake-free football and see where we at.
That's huge. I mean, Thompson, their defense is not giving up a lot of points this year, but I mean, they've got D1 athletes all over the field. So do you. You have D1 athletes all over the field as well. So people can say what they want, but at the end of the day, like you said, that's why the game is played.
Yeah, that's why you go play it. If not, we could just stay at home and then go out and have a good steak on Friday night and get a catch as a movie. But hey, let's go play ball and see what let the cards fall where they may. Yeah. And that's the thing. It depends on how you was raised and how you grew up and how you are as a competitor. And that's what our kids about, man. Are you gonna compete? We played people that we wasn't supposed to beat. We played people that we were supposed to beat and getting beat. Because that's why you play, man. And when you've been in athletics all your life and you've grown up as an athlete, you've been in coaching, you just want to go and compete, man. That's the biggest thing. And a lot of our kids that stayed at Gadsden City when I took over, when we got put in this region, that's what they wanted to play against guys that's going to play on Saturday, some guys that's going to play on Sunday. Man, that's the exciting thing to see where you at as an athlete that you can, talk about and do those things. Some people don't want to do that.
No,
some people are like, hey, man, and they like, we don't want none of that. We'll go and just do something else. So, but our kids, they understand it, man. Our kids have done a good job over the last couple of years getting to compete. And, and all over the state, definitely in 7A. In the higher classes, and it's good football 1 through 7A in the state of Alabama. Great football all over, but man, when you get into those larger classes and you got more than one guy, then it's a good opportunity when you're a real competitor.
It is, and win or lose, your guys are getting to compete. Like I said, to compete against those guys and kind of see where they measure up, and that may push them to work even harder.
Oh yeah,
hey, I want to be where that guy is. my senior year.
And I think our guys they're aware. SEC coaches are standing out watching practice on yesterday and our kids, so they understand we got players too.
Oh yeah,
so, we'll see where we at.
Definitely, man. But yeah, it's going to be a good game, and you guys right now are in the middle of the region race right now. Looking at the region standings, there's 5 teams competing for 4 spots, and you guys are right there in the middle of that. Have you talked about that to the guys?
Well, we have, but we know we got to take care of what's right in front of us. Mm-hmm. We're not a team right now where we need to be looking ahead for anything else. We need to be having the moment and take care of what's right in front of us. But our kids are very much aware that we have our future in our own hands. We got it all in our own hands, and we control our own destiny. And so we have 3 region games left, and we need to win all 3 of them and to secure a region spot. And so our kids are very much aware.
That's right. That's right. And a couple of things going back to last week's game, and I wasn't aware of it until the game kicked off. But you guys won the 100th game in program history for Gadsden City, which is huge.
Yes, and I wasn't aware of it either, and I as an assistant coach there since the school opened in 2006, that's a testament to 3 previous coaches, all the players that have come through there. Right. We've had some really good players in the student body, and man, that was a great milestone for the whole community and the school as a whole, and can't wait till we get to the 200 mark, and we get on that and get the going. And I think Coach Billingsley laid a great foundation when he first started, and man, he really worked really hard. People don't really know how hard it was to get that school off the ground and get going as coaches. With him, you take Coach Kimball, Danny Kimball, and that you have to take your hat off to all the previous coaches that was all there at the beginning. When you bring in 3 schools in, man, so that was a tough deal. So I think you have to take your hat off, tip your hat to Coach Kimball as well as Coach Billingsley and Mr. Bob Russell, and then you go back to Dr. Miller and all those guys. So we got a lot of people that went into right there from the beginning.
Right. But yeah, man. And speaking of your student section, man, I was standing down on that end a couple times, and I think when Tuscaloosa County had the ball and they were on that end of the field, especially like right there at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, they went crazy, and Tuscaloosa County burned 2 timeouts right there at the beginning of the first half.
And to be honest, that right there, them burning those 2 timeouts helped us seal the game with over 2 minutes and something left in the 4th when we got the ball back.
Right.
And that definitely affected them. They couldn't get their personnel. They couldn't call. So our student section did a heck of a job right there. Man, that did have an effect.
Yeah, that did, man. So, and I know for you and the players, that's the type of atmosphere you want in Titan Stadium, where opponents hate coming.
Oh yeah, man. It's been great this year. It really has.
It has. But man, Coach, good luck to you guys this week. Safe travels down to Alabaster tomorrow night, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, and go Titans.
Titans.